Hi guys, so it is currently 6 a.m. I'm on the phone to NAB, who is my Australian bank, and it just made me realise how much admin work there is to do when you're an expat. Like, it's just, oh my god, that's the worst thing about Australian banks is that, well, NAB, their international phone lines are not actually open 24 hours a day. They're only open during Australian business hours. So you have to call them either super early in the morning or like midnight to actually speak to them. So I've literally just got out of bed, just woken up, absolutely exhausted, had to set an alarm because they are threatening to close my account if I don't contact them and verify my identity. Apparently they have to like verify your identity every like couple of years. But I've banked with them for 12 years and I've never had to do this before. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm now on hold waiting for them to answer. I'm knackered. I've got to go to work after this. Yeah, wish me luck. Expat life, or repatriate life rather. Hello everybody. Okay, so the other day when I was awake at 5:30 in the morning on the phone to NAB, my Australian bank, to try and sort out this issue with my debit card and the identity verification that they needed. Basically they then sent me an email saying that they needed like certain documentation to verify the ID overseas, because obviously I can't go in branch to do it because I'm not going back to Australia till October. So they sent me this list of things that they needed, and all of it needs to be certified by the Australian High Commission in London. So luckily I live in London, because honestly if I lived outside London, like if I lived up north or far down south or anywhere that is a long way from London, I would be screwed. But luckily I live in London, so yeah, I'm now about to leave my house to go into central London to the Australian High Commission to get these documents and ID things certified. While I'm there, I'm also going to renew my New South Wales driver's licence if I can. So again, I need my ID certified for that to do a postal application for a renewal from overseas. So yeah, I've had to take the afternoon off work to go and sort this out. Apparently it costs £40, I think, to get this stuff certified at the High Commission. And yeah, it's just such a pain. It's just admin work that as expats we have to do, or even not just expats but repatriates as well, have to do to keep kind of things ticking over and going in another country. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just annoying, but something that I have to do and get done before I go back over in October. Otherwise I will have no debit card or credit card over there, and all the money that is currently in my Australian bank account will go to the Australian government. So I have to get it sorted. I mean, I could move the money out of my account and into my English account, but obviously then I don't know, I haven't looked at the exchange rates for a while. It might not be the best time to move it. Yeah. And then when I'm in Australia in October, I also have to sort out my St. George credit card and my ING bank account, because I've left those because they're not my main account, so I've just left them and I'll deal with them when I'm there, and they have no money in them currently. But the NAB one is like my main one that I keep everything in, so I really need to get that one sorted. So yeah, anyway, come with me into central London while I try and sort this out. Here is the Australian High Commission. Okay, so I've just got my documents certified. Obviously I couldn't book outside of Australia House, which currently has the Ukraine flag flying. The entrance is actually round this way though, it's at the side. But yeah, all done, all sorted. Hello everybody, I am back home from my little adventure into central London to get my documents certified at Australia House, which is the Australian High Commission in London. So yeah, when I last saw you guys, or when you last saw me, I just left the Australian High Commission with my certified documents. So yeah, you can see here, this is kind of what it looks like. It's just a stamp and then a stamp with the date as well. I don't know if that, no, it's not focusing on it. Okay, anyway, so I finally have that, so now I can send it off to NAB. So the guy at Australia House, he actually emailed it directly to NAB. And interestingly, he did say that this is a common occurrence for them, and they have probably at least one person every single week going into Australia House in London and needing documents, ID documents certified for NAB. Apparently it is the only bank that they have this problem with. It is the only bank that ask their customers to do this. So yeah, if you are an expat or are moving to Australia, I would recommend not getting a bank account with NAB, which is National Australia Bank. I only have my bank account with them because I've had it with them for 13 years, since I was 17. So it's just because I've been with them for so long that I'm still with them. I do also have an account with ING, and then my credit card with St. George. So yeah, I'm now thinking maybe I need to use the ING account as my actual main Australian bank account instead of the NAB one. But anyway, it's done, it's sorted. And then while I was there, I figured I may as well renew my driver's license, my New South Wales driver's license, because it expired last year. So I've also filled in the forms for that, and the guy there was really kind and also certified the things I needed for that as well. So to renew your driver's license overseas, you just need a certified copy of your passport and also a certified copy of a bank or credit card. So that was fine. It can be any bank or credit card, it doesn't have to be an Australian one. Likewise, your passport doesn't have to be Australian, it can also be a British passport or other foreign passport. So yeah, now I need to see if my driver's license is actually allowed to be renewed, because obviously I'm not currently officially living in the country. I'm currently still in the UK. So yeah, we will see if they allow it and process it. But also, to get these certified copies from Australia House, it costs £43, which is about $76. And yes, so it was an expensive little day out, thanks to NAB. So but yeah, at least I got it all done at once, because yeah, it's £43 per document, and because obviously with the driver's license, I had to have a second form of ID certified. So yeah, so it cost me, I think, £86 in total for both my passport and my bank card to be certified for both NAB and my driver's license. But it's all done now, so yeah, I mean, the guy in Australia House emailed it directly to NAB. That's how often they deal with this. They have the email address on file for NAB. And he also had the list of identity that you can use for it when you're overseas. Overseas, when you're overseas, you can just use one form of I cannot speak today. Identification. If you're in Australia, weirdly, you have to use two. So thankfully I didn't have to get two, otherwise I would have been screwed, because I would have been there like, do not have that. So yeah, but it's all done, so I think it's sorted. We shall see. if you've had the same or a similar issue, comment below and let me know whether you solved it or not, or whether they closed your account down. And yeah, so I mean, there wasn't really much point to this little vlog. It was just a kind of, you know, expat admin can be really shit sometimes, and it just kind of adds a little bit extra to your plate when in moments when you might not actually want that added extra admin. But there we go, it's all worth it. I think it's worth it to keep my bank account open there, just because obviously I go back and visit every year, so it's just handy to have my Australian debit cards to use when I'm over there instead of my English one and having to deal with foreign exchange fees and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a like if it mildly entertained you, and yeah, if you're an expat or if you're thinking of moving from England to Australia or from Australia to England, give me a subscribe and follow along, because I give loads of expat tips. If you're new here, I've moved back and between Australia and the UK way too many times. I feel like I'm always going to be this boomerang expat who constantly flits between the two countries. But at the moment I'm in London. I'll be here for the foreseeable future, until I go back and visit Australia in October, but living wise I will be here for probably a good few years. And yeah, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.